Good afternoon. I do not own the rights to the music. It is the music of the Sony Record Specials, and it's Trinidad and Tobago steel band music. And the song to which you're listening right now is by the late and great King of Calypso, Harry Belafonte, of Jamaican heritage, who passed away 2 weeks ago. And I paid tribute to him, gave a great tribute to him, but I'm moving beyond the tribute. I'm moving beyond the tribute, because when people pass, we memorialize them, we eulogize them, and their legacy does not necessarily continue. But there are two planks where Harry Belafonte and myself share path. That is in the arts, and more so justice. He was an activist, an advocate for justice, and that is the platform on which I'm coming this evening. A call to take action to preserve this man's legacy. And I'm going to share with you his foundation mission, because I identify solely with that mission, and that is why I want to put up my asset, that is my art, for sale and auction to benefit his foundation. Why? Youth. That foundation is about the youth, the next generation. So without further ado, let me read the mission of Harry Belafonte's The Gathering for Justice Foundation. That is the name of the foundation which he founded in 2005. And this morning I had a very purposeful meeting with Jenny, one of the members of the foundation. We had a Zoom meeting this morning. I was able to share with her some of the works that I want to use as a charity, my Justice series in particular, and then my Jamaican series theme work. So the Gathering for Justice, founded by the late Harry Belafonte in 2005. Since 2010, it's been led by CEO Carmen Perez Jordan. And the mission, and I'm quoting, the mission of the foundation is to end child incarceration and eliminate the racial inequities that permeate the justice system. And yes, we know the justice system is rife with injustice. Can you imagine that? And when it comes to youth, when it comes to minorities, and all of that, we know it. It's no hidden secret. Okay, so there are two task forces. There is the Justice League in New York, NYC, that was established in 2013. And then there is the Justice League in California. And the purpose of these leagues is to bring juvenile and criminal justice experts together, advocates, artists, bring them together and bring individuals who have experienced or been impacted by incarceration directly. As I mentioned incarceration, I must go back to a documentary that I produced in 2013. And the title of the documentary is Arts as Prevention. So I see quite a coincidence that documentary weaves into what Harry Belafonte's foundation is trying to do for youth. And a picture is worth 1,000 words. That's how the saying works. Look at this work of art. Look at it. See the children behind bar? And the children below? Different layers. And this piece is titled Arts as Prevention, which I produced in 2004. And my documentary is online at YouTube. How I use the arts. Back in the 90s, I used the arts to save children on the east side of Wilmington during the long summer vacations. I converted my basement to a safe haven. And my son was growing up at the time, and I didn't want him run the streets. So I told him to bring his friends, which he did. And we established an art center in my basement. Some of them were rappers, they wrote their rap. Some were musicians, spoken word, written word, the visual arts. Notice I didn't begin with the visual arts, it's the arts. I incorporated the arts. And the long and short of the story is, all the boys who stuck with my Arts as Prevention program graduated from high school, from college, and some of them are out there making six figures. What does that say? What does that say about what we should be doing to save our youth? To save our youth from incarceration. See the youth behind bars there? And that's what Harry Belafonte's foundation is all about. The inequity, injustice in our system, the incarceration of youth. So I'm taking up that mantle, that challenge. And I have the resources which I want to use to help the foundation. So yes, I had a great Zoom meeting this morning, and we're going to continue to collaborate. And the end result is that we're going to launch my Art of Charity benefit art sale and auction, and a portion of the proceeds will go directly to the Gathering for Justice Foundation. So let me share my Justice series, because Harry Belafonte walked the talk as far as justice was concerned. He was resolute about justice. So here's my Justice series of paintings, and it's going to begin with the Justice series, and then it's going to take in my Jamaican heritage, because his parents were born in Jamaica. He was born in Harlem. And so I'm going to use my Justice painting and my Jamaican theme paintings. Okay, so here's the first piece of my work. This was created in 2020, the year of the pandemic, and coincidentally, the month of May. You remember the month of May, the end of May, around the 30th, 31st, when there was an uproar, riots across this nation, when there were marches across this nation and across the world, when George Floyd was murdered. And in the marches, they were chanting, "No justice, no peace." But I took it a level higher. I said, yes, let's get them to know justice, as in K-N-O-W justice, K-N-O-W peace. So the work of art is titled, No Justice, No Peace. Let us get the abusers of power to know justice. That's what it means. That is the original painting. And any work of art that was created in 2020, or any product which was developed in 2020, that's a treasure. Why? 2020 was the year of the pandemic. So this work of art is going to go to the highest bidder. It's not a large work of art, but it's the meaning behind it. It is 9 by 12 inches, but the size doesn't matter. It's an original and it carries a great message. Here's a limited edition of it. And these are available online. And if you purchase, even though we have not launched the fundraiser yet, a portion will be reserved. I live to my word. So if you purchase works of art on my website from my justice theme or my Jamaican theme, a portion of it is going to go to Harry Belafonte's foundation to save children, to save the next generation. So that's one piece. Okay, here's another. And this one is very blunt. Look at this one. Look at that piece. What do you notice? It speaks for itself. The three black boys are holding their hands in the air. The Caucasian boy on the side, his hands are down at his side. He doesn't have to put those hands up. That is what we're talking about in justice. It's a lot. It's a lot. Okay, here's the next piece of my justice painting. And this one was done in collaboration with Pashman in Terrace, which is an worldwide organization that promotes peace. And Pashman in Terrace means peace on earth. And every year we do a program, a youth program where we create art. So I created this work of art in 2021. And this is what we use for the T-shirts for the children who came to the summer camp. And the title of this piece is Unite for Justice, Unite for Peace. Repeat, unite for justice, unite for peace. Because too often when the politicians, and I always have to call them out. Too often when the politicians come out and let's unite. Don't divide our country. You hear them talk about unity. You hear them talk about peace. Very rarely do some politicians use the word justice. And justice is the foundation of everything. It is the base of that triangle. So on the one hand, we have peace. On the other hand, what do we have? We call for unity, we call for peace, but at the bottom of the triangle, very often, we leave the justice out because it's a hot button. It's an issue we don't want to take on. What is ironic is that they're saying we don't want to create division. Yet by not addressing justice, you're creating more division. Why don't you address justice? Let justice reign. Let justice prevail. Oh, let me turn up my music. Oh, I have to put a little Caribbean music. I'm talking about the legacy of the late and great musician, actor, champion of justice, Harry Belafonte. And I am working as we speak in collaboration with members of his foundation, the Gathering for Justice, and I'm going to be using my Justice Art Series and my Jamaican themed art to raise money and donate for the good of that organization, which the mission I just read, youth incarceration. That's what it's about, being equities and the reason our youth are being incarcerated. And you know something? When I worked at the Wilmington Job Corps Center, one of our national directors change the stereotype. Too often you hear them talk about the at-risk youth. You know what the director said? The youth are not at risk. They are at promise. And I concur. I concur strongly. Because in my experience working with youth, they are at promise. What is at risk is society. Society is at risk. Society puts our youth at risk by not providing for their needs. Okay, enough said. Oh, how could I have left out this piece of the justice? Because this is the most important piece. It's up front and personal. I'm not going to go into the story of this, but I'm going to show it. Right there. Right there. Yeah. This work of art. Yeah. You know what it's titled? A Matter of Principle. And as I said, it's personal. And I can't go into the details of it. So this is one of my justice pieces. A Matter of Principle. Let it rest there. Okay. I love music. And yes, Harry Belafonte left us a great legacy in music. And I adore it. I adore his songs, his music, acting, etc. And you know the song I love best of his songs? In My Father's House. And I play it almost every day. In My Father's House, Harry Belafonte. If you have never seen that song, you go Google it. Go Google Harry Belafonte and type it, In My Father's House. Joy in my Father's house. Peace in my Father's house. And he goes on with a list. And it's so melodious to me. That's my favorite Harry Belafonte song. If you're just joining me, welcome. Welcome to LaFate Gallery Vision Center. When Harry Belafonte passed 2 weeks ago, I put a written tribute out, and it got a lot of likes and loves. And, you know, when people pass, people who have contributed a lot, we eulogize them. And we all the platitudes and the great words. And most often, it ends there. But not for me. I am taking it further. I am taking this man's legacy and champion the cause to raise money for his foundation. And if you're just joining me, I'm going to repeat. You know, I'm a teacher. Sometimes if the students arrive late, welcome. If you're just joining me, welcome. I want you to play catch up. Yes, it is a call to action is the theme of my video today. And the action is to take up the challenge to raise funds for the foundation, which was founded by Harry Belafonte in 2005. And it's titled The Gathering for Justice, because he was one of our strongest justice advocates out there. Yes, he did march with Dr. Martin Luther King, and he did a lot for justice. And the purpose or the mission of his foundation is to end child incarceration. There are too many children behind bars. They should be in school. What kind of society are we, presiding over when so many of our youth are behind bars? So his foundation is to end child incarceration and eliminate the racial inequities that permeate the justice system. And there is a lot of that. And I mentioned that there are two task forces, one in New York, that is the Justice League in NYC. There's another one in California. And they're designed to bring juvenile and criminal justice experts, advocates, artists, and individuals who have experienced or been in incarceration directly. Yes, those who have experienced incarceration, like some of our children who should be in school and they're behind bars, being abused too. Come on. Wake up, America, wake up. And his foundation, they utilize the Kenyan nonviolence as a social application for systematic change and civic engagement. So it's civic engagement through nonviolence. That's what Dr. Martin Luther King stood for. So yes, I'm doing a call to action. Met with a member of the foundation. We had a purposeful Zoom meeting this morning. We are going to be setting up a committee to collaborate for the great auction. It's going to be ongoing. Sale of my art, my justice art pieces like this piece. You're just joining me. KNOW Justice, KNOW Peace. Unite for justice, unite for peace. And then the piece in which I feature, oh yes, that one, which is titled A Matter of Principle, which I'm not allowed to talk about. A Matter of Principle. Okay, so I showed you the justice art. So let me go around the room and show you the other art, which will be part of the fundraiser. It's going to be my Jamaican theme art. You know, Harry Belafonte loved to sing about coconut water, and his songs are so melodious. Oh, yeah. The sunrise, he sings about that, etc. So these works, these Jamaican theme pieces are going to be part of the auction. And I want to state this quite clearly. When we, in my case, when we try to raise funds, we're not asking you for a donation. Not at all. What we are asking is that you accumulate some wealth. Let me go to my prop here. When you purchase these works of art, you are acquiring wealth. Art is it's better than money in the bank. It's more than beauty on the wall. First, it's beauty. You have to love it and live with it. But it's investment. So no one is asking you here. This is not one of those fundraisers where we are asking you to donate. You're not donating anything. By purchasing these valuable works of art, you're adding investment. I just want you to make that quite clear. This is not a call for a donation, not at all. Look at those pieces. If you own a beach home, oh, these would look very beautiful in them. Have you been to Jamaica? Did you climb the waterfalls? The Duns River waterfalls? That is the original painting. I even make it affordable. You can purchase a limited edition print. And again, there goes the original of that and the limited edition. That piece is sold, the original is sold. And we have more. More here. Well, the wine is a part of that too. Yeah, so, oh, how could I forget my Jamaican national flower over here? The hibiscus and the lignum vitae is a purple blue. And these were done during the pandemic. You see that year, 2020? Any work of art created 2020 is a treasure. Grab it. Because 2020 was the year of the pandemic. Here's another beautiful Jamaican piece, and it's titled Yellow Warbler. That's a yellow warbler. I used to like to chase the birds when I was growing up in Jamaica when I was young. And look at this piece, 1992. There are no limited edition prints. This is an original. Let me back up so you can see the whole thing. It's an original. Here's a beautiful all on canvas. That's how I used to paint back in the days. All on canvas. Beautiful. Roses Delight. More roses here. And this is beautiful Palm Valley. Right there where the glare is on it. Okay. So, here's simple. Let's cut it simple. Let's make it very simple. When the late Harry Belafonte passed, it was very, 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 so what should I say? Sad. That's a word. Very sad. But I looked beyond the sadness. And I said, what can I do to help preserve his legacy? So I went online and I found the foundation. And right away, I started putting things in motion. I wrote to the foundation. We traded emails. And then this morning we had that Zoom meeting. And it's going to result in us getting together and planning a big auction. And we are going to have online, for those who are not able to come to Wilmington, we're going to have online sales too. Actually, right now, if you go to my website, www.lafategallery.com, there is a link which says Art of Charity Benefit Art Sale. Anything that is purchased on that link, a portion of it is going to go to the foundation. That is in addition, and you will be free. You don't have to buy the justice art, which probably I really want the justice. Well, maybe the people in the justice field, they should buy those justice pieces. And then the Jamaican pieces, they're open. But you could go to that website and any work you choose. Yeah, I don't want to restrict you. You choose it and there's a comment form. You can comment that you purchased it in memory of Harry Belafonte. And I will know when that comes in, then I reserve the portion. And I don't play petty. I'm going to give a good portion of the proceeds to his foundation. And you're not donating anything. It's not a donation. You are acquiring wealth. I think I've made that quite clear. Okay. You know, I have to get my groove going. Harry Belafonte would love this. Okay. So then, I'm calling on everyone. It's your choice. We're not putting any pressure on you. I'm telling you, acquire some wealth by purchasing art, and a portion of your purchase will go to the charity. It's as simple as that. You're not donating a penny. Not a penny you're not donating. Because it's a triangle. On the one side is the foundation, which is the Gathering for Justice. On the other side is my gallery, LaFate Gallery. At the base of the triangle, that's the patron. That's you. And you're the greatest beneficiary in this triangle. Okay, so I encourage you. I love that one too. How could we not love music? So thank you very much for watching. Like and share the video. Go online, make your purchases, free shipping to anywhere in the US. not only are you getting free shipping, I am going to be putting a magnet, a souvenir. You're going to get a beautiful souvenir. Actually, there are many different souvenirs, but this is the one I'm giving because I am trying to get people to be healthy. Look at this souvenir. It's a 4x6. It's pretty. It's not your ordinary magnet now. This one, I am promoting healthy diet. Your life is on your plate, and you will get this with your purchase. Thanks again. Have a great day.